Hey, welcome back to House of Prep. And before I forget, if you guys don't mind, hit the thumbs up button. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe. Hey, I was kind of thinking outside my refrigerator, freezer, once everything has been eaten up in an emergency situation, what are kind of my top five things that I enjoy prepping that I know that I could use and rely on for a more long term solution? Well, number one, this isn't in necessarily any type of an order, but rice. Look, you can get as cheap as you want. You can get something that might taste a little better. Hey, whatever your fancy is, but stock up on rice. It's super easy to make, as long as you have water. Again, this is foodstuffs. So water would be definitely a huge component. Having plenty of water. But rice is something that's easy. It's cheap. It's affordable. It's a great go-to, especially if you're a new prepper and you're just trying to get an immediate injection of preps into your life, into your pantry. Being able to stock up on some rice is a great way to get kick-started. Super affordable. And I just think that that's just something that you can stretch. If you got a large family, you can really have the rice just kind of feed a lot of bellies. So that's my thought for the first item, okay? Now, as we're doing this, guys, jump in the comments, and it's fun. Let's have some fun with this. Put some of your top five food items, things that you enjoy prepping or maybe that you feel is important, however you want to categorize it. Look, there's no rules to this. There's no rules to prepping. Look, it's about having items and food to survive, okay? Emergency situations, you need some calories, right? Have a little varieties. Now, I'm just going to let you know I do not have vegetables here. Where I'm at, I'm up in my bonus room. And I've talked about, I have some squirreled away stuff up here. And I decided, let's pull some of this down here on the floor. Never done this before. But let's talk about it. So, second item, I've got some of this stuff squirreled away. Now, this is not pantry item stuff. This is stuff I keep put up. I do rotate it, from one area to the next, and that way the new stuff goes, where the old stuff used to go. But proteins, Keystone stuff, tuna packs, however you want to do it, pork, ground beef, chicken, beef, turkey, whatever your fancy is, but get some items that's protein. Look, it goes good with the rice, okay? So, you've got some proteins, you got some rice, and it can feed, again, a lot of stomachs. When you got hungry people and, you're either whether you have canned stuff if you're into canning, and you might have a lot of the stuff in jars, right? So, like this stuff here goes 5+ years, right? So we know that. So that's not a problem. Another item, look, this is more peanut butter, okay? Seldom gets recognition that it deserves. It's got the saturated fats in it, right? So if you're in survival mode, you're not worried about, it's got some saturated fat, you don't want to gain weight during the apocalypse. No, you're going to need weight because your body is not going to maintain its weight. It's going to start losing weight, especially if you're rationing foods, if you're eating a lot of meats and proteins and things that don't necessarily pack on the weight, right? If you're on a diet of rice and beans and proteins, I don't know. And there's something about this as a comfort food. Again, it only has a couple years shelf life, and I know might stretch a little beyond that before the oils and things start breaking down. But if I knew for sure an event was coming, I would go ahead and grab some more of these. If I really felt we were on the brink of something. But it has the proteins, it's got some saturated fats. I mean, some items, things that your body's going to start craving. And I just think that that's just a good, solid go-to. And again, it's a fun item for me. It's something that, again, it's a comfort and something that's going to help be mentally stable, I believe, when, you have some peanut butter, some things that you're used to. But anyway, that's just something, I'm just going off the top of my head. I've been sitting around today and just kind of thinking, what would be a good thing. But hey, black beans. Now I could put any type of beans on here, and if you like other beans, put that on your top 5 or your 5 items that you would pick. Pinto beans, whatever. I like other beans. Nothing against other beans. Okay, beans are great. All kinds of beans, and black beans just tend to be a go-to. So when we're doing our rice, right? So you can have a rice, beans. You got your protein. You can have a spoonful of peanut butter for dessert. Okay, you see where I'm going? You got yourself. That's a nice little meal going right there. You get you some Keystone. Add into that meal, right? You see where I'm heading with this, and you got yourself. That's a nice stretch right there. You open this up. You've got 3 in the household or whatever. That'll work right there, and with some rice and some beans, and you can eat on this kind of like throughout the day, and that's just, again, this is for fun. So if you have other items that you're thinking of, do it. So my 5th item, this is kind of like, it's almost like a hobby, because prepping can also be a hobby, guys. Prepping doesn't just have to be by the book. I emptied out my bin here. Mountain House. Now you might have a different one you like. You might like to get the number 10 cans of freeze-dried food, but this is freeze-dried food. These are items, these things will last 30 years. Easy, okay? It's one of those things you can put them in a bin, a tub, seal it up, keep it in a cool, dry place. You want to keep it, around air conditioning, heat during the winter. You don't want the elements and stuff to affect these in any way, shape, or form. You want to keep it sealed up so it's away from pests. You don't want mice or anything getting in here and chewing on these and opening them up. That would just be a waste of your money, right? So these are items, I kind of do them as the budget just kind of allows, right? I like to pick up 1 or 2 period just here and there, just random. It's kind of a hobby. I'm kind of spreading out the different flavors. Beef stroganoff, chicken and rice, chili mac with beef. They have a biscuits and gravy. They have a breakfast skillet too, lasagna and meat. So these are high in sodium and stuff. So you wouldn't want to just start pounding these out. But if you're going, again, you've used up all of your other resources in your fridge, your freezer. You're starting to rely now back on your other type of preps. Mix these in. Do a change up. Like if you're just eating these every day, 3 meals a day, you're going to get burnt out. These give you a little bit of variety, right? You can pull out your breakfast skillet. You got some, for breakfast, do something different for lunch or dinner, and just kind of mix these in throughout the week here and there. And I've tried some of them. They're really good. It's a good brand. So anyway, that's my hobby. That's the thing I like to do are these kind of on the side, and you just put them up and forget them. I don't even count them. If I say, hey, look, I've got about 5-6 months of worth of food stored between the freezer, the fridge, the downstairs pantry, my upstairs hideaways, and things that I've got squirreled away. This would just be an on top of bonus, and this will help stretch things out. So that's my ideas, guys. That's just some thoughts. These are just open for discussion, open for ideas, and share them. Share your different thoughts and views and different things that you think of. Somebody may say, hey, one of my main go-tos is veggies, and that's great. Put that in the comments, and I will talk to you guys later. Probably the next video will be the Thursday one. So I will see you all later. Bye.